While being a popular area of Austin, Shoal Creek also holds more appalling tales. The 1842 Massacre of Gideon White is one of those lesser told and darkly accounted stories. Gideon's story begins in Austin in 1839 when he and his family moved from Alabama. The land he claimed and built his family home on was located near an artisan spring in an area of Austin now referred to as Cedars Oaks. This land came with a price, though. This was during the period of westward expansion, where settlers were encouraged to move out west after the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, followed by the Lewis and Clark expeditions. Tensions between indigenous people and white settlers had been brewing and bubbling for almost 40 years. White settlers were told, and believed, that if they could fence the land, it was theirs to claim. This practice caused many tribes of indigenous people to lose the homelands they'd protected for generations and their lives as they defended their territory. Such was the case with the land Gideon White decided to claim. Many people tried to warn Gideon about the dangers of settling the land he'd chosen. Cedars Oaks sits in an area of Austin that was once home to many groups of indigenous people, one of which was the Comanches. Despite the warnings, Gideon pursued his plan to settle the land. Many of the other settlers in the area thought he'd lost his mind because of his staunch determination to have the land. Over the next 3 years, Gideon did just that. He settled the land, illicitly gathered up free-range cattle, built a log cabin, and began his life in Austin. On October 25, 1842, the warnings of others finally caught up with Gideon White. He set out on foot to look for cattle, armed only with his gun. A quarter mile into his trek, the Comanches ambushed him, and a battle broke out. Gideon hid behind one of the large oak trees to gain a vantage point from the Comanche. During the struggle, Gideon killed one Comanche tribesman before being overtaken by the people he'd stolen the land from 3 years earlier. Many other settlers would go on to be massacred in the area as indigenous people fought to keep their land. It's said that the large oak trees of Cedars Oaks bear the imprint of the energy left behind by the violence that occurred. In 1846, Gideon's daughter Louisa married local businessman Edward Cedars. The couple lived in the cabin Gideon built for a time, and the area became known as Cedar Springs and Cedars Oaks. One of the oldest bridges in Austin, built in 1850, is still here and preserved so well you can see the markings where the wood was used to lay over the road. From 1871 to 1890, the Cedars family used the proximity to the natural springs to create and operate a spa. In 1890, Edward Cedars sold the property to a real estate developer from New York, who had sights set on establishing a subdivision in the area that would never be built. What was created on this land by the developers was the Alamo Dam. This dam, as well as the Colorado Dam, were destroyed during the flood of 1900. Today, Cedars Oaks is situated between two hospital buildings on the Ascension-Seton Hospital campus. This is also in close proximity to the Austin State Hospital, once known as the Texas State Lunatic Asylum. Among the many things reported about the land around the state hospital, there are an estimated 3,000 people buried in unmarked graves there. The historic trauma, combined with natural spring water flowing through porous limestone, create a perfect storm for paranormal activity to occur in Cedars Oaks.
We arrive at our investigation site early evening and set out to the coordinates to the exact spot of the massacre. Any investigation starts out with such excitement and anticipation, but some sites can make you afraid of the unknown. And when it comes to tribal spirits, we tend to take caution.
Pull out the coordinates to this
location.
This plaque.
We're rolling still.
We start making our way to set up headquarters before it gets too dark. Although being a public park, we can't help but feel the intense energy surrounding this place. Immediately as we walk across the bridge and get closer to the site, the more it intensifies.
We got our Red Bulls.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. That's the sidewalk right there. What's on here?
Hello, Unearthly viewers. So we are out here in Austin, Texas. We are at Cedars Oak Park, which is kind of funny. Bert's in the background. Hi. Hi, Bert. Getting all set up over here. We've got headquarters going.
As we set up headquarters, Jane decides to do a pre-investigation live feed to our social media. But despite being in the middle of the city, we start experiencing some connection issues.
So yeah, we're out here at Cedars Oak. We're getting set up. We're going to do a nighttime investigation. We are trying something new that I'm really excited about. There's this other paranormal team that we follow called, which one is it?
The
Haunted Side. The Haunted Side. They're on YouTube. They're on all the things. Check them out. They're really good dudes. But
After review, we start noticing a trend.
we're at a place called Cedars Oaks here in Austin. Going to do a little paranormal investigating here. Really
Literally every time we are about to talk about the location of the experiment, something cuts our connection.
Okay, we'll try this again. I'll try to stand where I've got a little better service. Let's pretend like it's the ghost messing with my phone and not my cheap cell phone plan. But anyway, so we are out here. I'm hanging out at headquarters, and we are going to do some investigating here at Cedars Oak Park. I said this in our last live video, but I'm not real good with the technology, so I'm going to re-explain it in this video. But one of the things we're doing tonight is this new experiment that we've never really done before. We got the idea from the guys over at Haunted Side. So what this is called, it's called sensory deprivation. What sensory deprivation is one person is completely sensory deprived, like they're blindfolded, their ears are covered, but with their ears being covered, they're listening to the spirit box. And the other person has the spirit box that doesn't have the earphones in. So in our case, Bert is going to have his earphones in. He's going to be connected to the spirit box, and I'm going to be talking to it, asking it questions. I'm not going to know what the responses are until Bert tells me, and Bert isn't asking it at all.
Not once, but 3 times this happens. Each time we mention our intentions.
There's this cool spot where we're going to try.
These would be the first warning signs of what would transpire during the rest of the night. We get prepared for the investigation by setting up a steady night vision cam that will also supply us with extra infrared light during the investigation.
I've never used night vision before, like this girl hasn't. It's very tricky while you're walking, because your eye and your camera are kind of playing with each other. I'm trying to see, just getting my eyes used to it, really. Like tracking the difference.
You got that one.
I got this going. You ready?
Check it out.
So we are here at Cedars Oaks. We have our Steadicam set up between headquarters and where we're going to run the SLS. And Bert's got the SLS going right now. I've got the night vision camera. And we're gonna start walking towards...
So right here is where he was killed by the indigenous people. I have a little steady cam down here by where we're gonna do a little SLS and see if we can capture any figures around here.
We love our SLS.
Okay, so making sure it's mapping you right. Okay. Cool. You can see the structured light sensor. You can see it mapping her. Cool. So it's working properly.
Good. Thought I heard somebody walking down there.
Huh?
I thought I heard somebody walking down there. Like down in that creek bed. I didn't. I turned my headlamp on real quick. Ooh.
What?
My ear just started ringing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that. And I've got there's a cold spot on me right now, like on this arm. Not anywhere. It's cold right here by this arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not anywhere else.
Do you have the
Spirit box?
the EMF detector that has the temperature gauge on it? So this area right here is where, like, it's kind of dried out, but this is the creek right here. This was an artesian spring.
It's gone now.
Oh.
My arm's back to normal. It's reading 90 degrees and nothing. But, I mean, that was...
I was gonna say it's so hot right now.
Yeah, my arm, like, I had straight up chill bumps, but I've still got chill bumps on it from it.
Is there anybody here with us? Any spirits?
People walking here at night, but that was really weird.
Yeah.
My ears started ringing, and, like, it felt like someone was putting their hand over my ear. Like, it felt like someone was doing this on this ear.
Oh, wow.
And then it started ringing really, really loudly, like that's all I could hear. Okay, yeah, so we came out here to eat lunch earlier today, and I've been told by Lauren, which we miss you, Lauren, that my spirit guides kind of like to talk to me through song and through music. You saw that at our art house investigation. You've seen that at other investigations we've done. But I started getting the song Love Potion #9 stuck in my head, like to the point that we had to pause the conversation, put it on Spotify, and let the song play so it would kind of pass through. But it was specifically the part of when I took the cop down at 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of Love Potion #9 just over and over and over again, that one part, and I'm getting my chills again. I'm going to check the temperature. I mean, I don't know if you can see this with the night camera or not, but I have chill bumps all over my arm right here. And it's like, it's kind of cold behind me too. It's still registering 90 with nothing, no electromagnetic frequency. Something's down there though. I don't know, I'm gonna kind of walk towards where I was hearing those footsteps earlier. See if I pick up anything. Big bug. Yeah, it sounded like somebody was like right here. You okay?
Wait. Oh. There's something on the ground,
Like right there?
yeah.
Is it the tree or is it something else? I'm cold.
It was like right on the...
This figure, although it only appears for a few frames, is caught on the bottom of the sensor's screen. And if you look closely, it looks like it's only the upper half of a figure, like it's a person or thing laying on the ground.
I'm cold.
It was like right on the floor.
I don't know, but I'm cold and something's got its hand on my knee.
There's nothing there now.
Okay. Well, it feels like...
that I'm mapping at least.
Yeah, it feels like something is squeezing this knee right here. Like, just right about where you can see that spot in my jeans. It feels like someone's squeezing my leg right there. And it got really cold when Bert said he was mapping something. I can't point it at you because of the camera.
We conclude this SLS session as inconclusive, although we don't doubt this figure we did catch could be something bigger. But alas, the experiment must continue.
Look, I know, like, a lot of my sensitive things have been going off, and especially when we were down in the creek bed right there, this ear right here started ringing, and it felt like somebody had their hand over it like this, just real tight. So yeah, it's, oh, there I am. It's, there's something present out here. I don't know who or what it is, but there's something present.
Well, I'd say SLS has been inconclusive for the most part.
Yeah.
On to the next.
It just feels like there's eyes all over us out here.
Oh, get your light on.
Okay.
Over here to the right a little bit. Okay.
Off?
Yeah, I heard something there.
What'd you hear?
It sounded like a rock moving, but like a footstep.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just gave myself chills there.
I just heard something like that too over this way. Somebody's officially messing with us.
Let's see. Let's
It's
go back
cold
to
behind me.
Cool.
Yeah, it's freezing cold behind. Like, I have chills all over my back. Somebody wants to talk.
That's where I just heard it.
I thought I just saw something over there. Yeah, I'm starting to get chills all over the place. Like
a full body right now.
Yeah, I've got full body chills. I don't know if you can see it on the night camera or not. You really can't, but my arms are covered in chills. It's cold all behind me, and according to our temperature gauges out here, it's about 91 to 90 degrees. It's scary right now.
Yeah, my hair is standing on it.
He heard a rock being thrown going one way, and then a few minutes later I heard a rock being, like moments later, I heard a rock being thrown in the other direction. So someone knows we're here.
The hairs on my leg feel like static, or they feel like
mine do too, from like my knees.
Stinging static. Never felt that before.
Not on that. This is really weird. Really weird. Alright, let's do this. Let's flip over to the next device. Man, it's so dark. My headlamp like cuts like a knife through here, and we're not that far out of the city. Like,
This place is shaded from any city light after night falls, so it is very dark. For safety, I grab my headlamp and Jane assembles her spirit box for our next session.
So you have your spirit box ready?
I do. Let me put the other battery in it.
We got each other, baby.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's like still right here. It's so weird.
Yeah, right? There's no
It's
wind.
so still. And there's that cold again. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Alright. I'm gonna center real quick before I turn it on. Alright, whoever's here, I'm protected. I'm surrounded by light and protection. You may not attach to me. You may not attach to my equipment. You may not attach to my partner. When we leave here, you stay here. I'm I'm ready to talk to you. I don't know if you've had anything like this around you before, but let me tell you what it's going to do. When I turn this on, it's going to make a noise. It's probably going to sound scary on your end, but it's not. What you can do is you can come next to this thing and talk, and I can hear you, and I can talk to you. So that's what I want you to do. It's really cold behind me again. Again, we're going to play nice.
So black behind you, you can't
We're not
see.
going to attach, and we're just going to talk. Alright, so who's here that wants to talk? What's your name? That's radio. Did you just say my name?
Surprisingly, Jane's name comes directly through the spirit box, meaning they are listening to us, and we are definitely not alone here.
Did you just say my name? What's your name? You know mine. What's yours? Are you human or are you not human? Do you know where you are? Right here. Here. Yep. How many of you are here right now? Tell me your name. You gotta say it really loud so I can hear you. It's so weird how it'll go through nothing. And we're like in the middle of town, so we should be having more radio interference than we're having. Who are you? Oh, really? Who are you? Are you old?
Gideon. Is that you?
I've never been that scared. It said Gideon.
Really?
Gideon, where are you? Yeah. Hey, Gideon, if you'll tell me where you're standing, we can try to walk where you are. It's a direct face. Am I going in the right direction? Tell me to walk up this path if you want.
Right after Jane asked the spirit to tell her to take the path back up to the woods, the words, "take path," immediately comes through the spirit box.
Tell me to walk up this path if you want. Tell me to walk up this path if you want. I don't know. Say it again. I feel like something's pushing me from my back. Alright, if I walk up this way, you've got to play nice, alright? I'm going to stop right here because you're not talking to me. Where'd you go? Your apartment?
We are commissioning 2 hospitals right now. There's so much energy here that could be flying,
Yeah. Who's here right now?
That's Austin.
You're in Austin. Okay, good. Is this your home? Alright, so I'm guessing I'm talking to the same person over and over again. Have you been telling me to sit down? Because I keep getting sit down in my head. Are you telling me to sit down? If you want me to do something, you gotta talk to me. That's how it is. If I walk down here, because that's where I felt it. Hello, who are you? Hey Gideon, where'd you go? I want to talk to you. I want you to tell me about this land. What was so important about this place that you had to die for it? That said don't go in the woods. And I've got chills again. I don't know if you can catch it or not, but... I mean, and it's on both arms. Who's giving me the chill bumps?
Gideon, we're here to talk to you. Keep on talking to us. I just feel like you were saying earlier, like just eyes all around it. Again, chill bump. See if you can get it. Hello. I don't know what that was. Oh, I just saw him. Thought I saw something earlier. Like in front of this tree here, and it dashed to the left. Pointed that way. I don't know if you can even see over there.
Busy.
That's right. Well, we're just here for a little bit. We don't want to take up too much of your time. Why were you so stuck on building your house here? Why did you want to live here so badly? Was it the springs? You knew you were on bad territory. Why did you build your house here? Oh. I imagine you don't regret building your house here. What was the day like when the day you died? What happened? What were you looking for the day you died? What were you looking for? Mild. keep on talking to Jane. You like the female energy.
You gotta say please if you want to talk to me.
Say please. It's not like coughing.
I'm gonna try to play nice now, Gideon. So, you keep asking me to sit down. I keep getting that in my head, so I'm gonna play along. But I'm gonna play along on my terms. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna sit right here. Is that okay? That's fine. Alright. Why did you want me to sit here?
You're coming up.
What was that? Hey. Hey, Gideon. I want to ask you something. Tell me how you died. I keep seeing like a little light over there. It's like real deep red and then it goes away. Is that you? Huh?
It's all red something over there. I don't know if the camera got it, but...
Because of the noise from the spirit box, we can't hear each other well at this moment. Unknowing what she just said at the time, I also described seeing a red light by headquarters.
There's a red dot, but there's...
It's me. Was that you over by our stuff, Gideon? Hey, you're here right now. I can hear how much you're interrupting the radio frequency. Why'd you want me to sit down? I'm gonna stand back up. What was that? What's right here? What's right here? Are you done talking? Just say anything to me. Just talk to me. You don't even have to answer my questions. Just talk to me. Tell me who you are. Tell me where you are. Hey, tell me about these trees. Can you tell me what kind of trees they are? Hey, tell me about these trees. What did you like so much about them? Can you tell me what kind of trees they are? Like, are they maple? Are they oak? Are they juniper? What are they? Oh. They're not maples. Hey, Gideon. Gideon. When did you move here?
Dropping off.
Where'd you move here from? Are you from Texas? I don't guess anybody was from Texas back then. He said yes. Did you grow up in Texas? What did you like to do on this land? Why did you like this land so much? This land so much. And it's really cold behind me. It feels like someone's touching me. I don't like it right now. I need to turn this off. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I need...
Holy shit, the power just dropped. There is no battery left. Like, literally. Here, I'll try and get it on this camera. Oh,
Our Father who art in heaven.
As Jane starts reciting the Lord's Prayer for protection, the microphone on our main camera begins to sound muffled, like someone's covering it.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now and forever. When I first started that first round of the Lord's Prayer, I could not remember the words to it.
well, what did you see when you grabbed me?
I did.
First of all,
It was something. I don't know what it was, but it was something. That's why I had to turn the light. It was like walking towards us, and then it was between us. I don't know, but it scared me. I heard that deep voice.
yeah, let's go over here. You okay?
That was scary. It felt like something came between us, and like it was like I couldn't get to you for a second.
All right. So that was a little freaky, but Jane feels comfortable continuing on. We have one last phase of this investigation. So we're about to do a sensory deprivation technique that we saw our friends on the haunted side do. What happens is we connect these headphones to the spirit box, and I wear blindfolds and put those on, and Jane will be actually asking the questions, and any response that comes through the spirit box I will be relaying out loud.
And you won't be able to hear the questions I'm asking.
Yeah, so I'll say whatever I hear that's not radio interference, and we're gonna go by these stairways that lead to nowhere. Let's go check it out.
Nowhere.
This is gonna be the freakiest thing to me, and so
I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. Are you gonna hold the spirit box?
yes, yeah, I will be. All right.
Don't sit on the stairs.
I have to.
I'm gonna hand you the gear. AM or FM preference?
FM, please.
Okay, it's on FM. I'm gonna start it reversing.
A little louder.
Okay. Yeah?
Cool.
Okay. It's in reverse.
Whew. A little slower. One more. Perfect.
Okay. Alright. You okay? So Bert's got the spirit box. He's completely sensory deprived. And we're gonna start the experiment. So if
I got a high.
was it male or female? Tell us if you're a man or a woman. Can you come over and talk to us, please? Tell us your name. Tell us your name.
Sure.
Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Are you gonna be nice?
I think I said I'm right here.
Okay. Are you next to Bert? Are you on the stairs?
Walk away.
Okay, I'm feeling scared. Baby, baby, baby.
Oh, what?
We need to, I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling scared.
Okay.
With the walk away, if somebody grabs my back. And I've got chill bumps all over me. I was saying baby really loud and you couldn't hear me. It responded accurately to what I was asking it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I said, where are you? Are you on the stairs? And it said, I'm right here. And
Yeah,
I
that
said,
one was like, it took a second too. Like I heard it and then it took me a second to like, okay, that's what it did say. And it's like, I'm right here.
and it was like blistering hot behind me. And then it
That
felt like
freaked me
somebody
out.
grabbed
I
my
started,
back.
Like, zoning out, like, because I was just trying to listen to it so hard, I was zoning out.
Yeah.
And when you touched me, it just like,
It-
felt like I like woke from a dream. Or
Yeah,
something.
I had to shake your leg. I don't know if you'll be able to see in the footage or not, but I had to shake your leg to
that
get
was
your attention.
weird.
And usually, like, you're very responsive to me. Okay, there's the biker, thank goodness. Ding ding! That was intense. And we only did it for a little bit.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Next time we do that, we
Like
need to
a
have
minute.
somebody else with us. Next time I have to do scary woods things, and Bert's going to have his sensory deprivation going. You're hearing it here first. There's going to be another person in the woods with me. Not doing that by myself again. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was like, oh yeah, I should probably not talk so loud, but
I had to shake your leg to get your attention.
yeah, I was trying so hard to like listen to it. I just felt so like in it.
You were in it. It was really scary.
That's a lot different than doing it with the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. Well, I mean, I want to try it again, but
Not right here, we're not. Not tonight, nope. We need to, next time we do that.
It is, like, whatever, like we keep seeing something, whatever it is, it's like darting and like quick.
Yeah.
And like keeps trying to like approach us. Oh man.
Bernie's probably
There it
blocking
goes
it.
again. Anytime we keep talking about it. And this, like, I know it's 90 degrees right now and any breeze would be like colder
Welcomed.
feeling, but like it feels like a thickness too.
Mm-hmm. It's like Tennessee weather. Like, it's the best way I can describe it. It doesn't feel like Texas weather right now. It feels like Tennessee weather.
So weird.
God, that was scary. Let me keep, take the batteries out of it. Always do that after an investigation because I ain't trying to have this thing turn on by itself in my bag. Ripping open portals in the space-time continuum next to my lip gloss. I ain't trying to have that. I ain't trying to have that.
You feeling alright, baby?
I'm real shook.
Yeah.
I'm real shook after what happened to you during that session. I don't know. That scared me really bad when I had to shake you like that to get you to come out of it. But
You should try it though. It's honestly
I'd be down to try it, but next time we do it, we're gonna have more than us, just us two. We're gonna have somebody else with us, because that's way too scary on the person that's. You need a third party, I think.
yeah, that energy here is so intense.
It's so different from the day to the night. Like, it's sweet here during the day.
It's like between two hospitals and less, or about a half mile away from the lunatic asylum.
The state hospital.
The Austin State Hospital. So, the old lunatic asylum.
Yeah, that's what it was called back in the day. Like, not crazy about the name they chose for it, but back in the day it was called the Texas State Lunatic Asylum, and apparently back in the late 1800s it was one of the premier wedding venues of Austin, Texas. We'll talk more about that. Ooh, ready. Ooh, there's a little shot. It's different down there, y'all. It's different.